All right, great. So, welcome to my No Negativity November live stream series on YouTube. So, that's my series, and thank you so much for joining again. So, today's topic is based on the public demand. Like, there was a lot of demand of this particular topic, which is how to stop thinking about someone, especially someone you love, right? Very interesting topic. Uh, one of the one of my favorite topics because it is very, very imperative that we forget people we don't want to stay in touch with. There are reasons we part ways from people. We are not just talking about breakup. I am not just talking about somebody you love. Any relationship, either a friend, a family, or a love relationship, any sort of relationship, anybody for that matter, if that person or if you or that person has parted ways with you, there were some reasons, and you have finally made a decision that you want to be away from the person. However, it's not that easy to forget someone with whom you have spent even joyful memories, not just the bad memories, because when you part ways, generally you part ways on a bad note with bad memories. But the reason you miss someone is because of the pleasure, is because of the joy you got out of the company of that person. Now, what happens is when you part ways with that person, when you part ways, when you change your directions in the relationship, you start thinking about the person, and it starts impacting you, right? It impacts your work, it impacts your sleep, it impacts your food habits, it impacts your lifestyle, and especially your mental health. And when your mental health gets impacted, it leads to overthinking, grief, anxiety, etc. Right? So, technically, um, anything to do with mental health, anxiety, overthinking, it leads to a couple of family oriented. When you say family, the family of negative emotions, it just leads to that. Hence, it is important to forget somebody you don't want to stay in touch with, right? To stop getting impacted. Now, I'm sure you already know, right? We, most of us have learned, have studied physics, right? Wherein Einstein had clearly told years ago, decades ago, that E is equal to mc square. That point in time, I found this entire equation to be very complicated. What does it mean? E is equal to mc square. Now that I'm a coach today, I understand that E is equal to mc square means that everything is energy, right? Like this, the chair I'm sitting on is energy, the room where I'm in is energy, water is energy, air is energy, you are energy, I'm energy. So everything is energy, right? So that means at the energy level, we are all one. And when you miss someone, when you keep thinking about someone, right, that means at the energy level, you are connected to that person. I'll give you an example of one of my life coaching clients who had reached out to me early this year, wherein she wanted to literally, she got out of the relationship, the love relationship, but she said, Jatin, this guy, this guy's thoughts are impacting me. You know, I'm thinking of the good time also spent with him, but I'm also thinking of the bad thing that happened that led to this breakup. And she genuinely wanted to disconnect from this person completely. And believe you me, she was highly impacted. Her work was impacted. She was kind of getting into depression. She was on the verge of getting into depression. Her life got haywire. And that is when I told her that at the energy level, you are still connected with him. And until you break at the energy level, you will not be able to forgive him. And it will eventually impact your lifestyle, your day to day work, your mental health, your everything that you can think of. Right. So the technique I'm going to share with you in this video, it's a very, very powerful technique, provided you do it with faith that it's going to work for you. Everything works on trust and faith, right? And this is what I had told her. I had given this to her for a couple of days. Believe you me, way before those days, way before the deadline, she started to feel better. She completely, today, she's at a stage where she's grown as a person, she's evolved as a person. Today, also, she gets messages from that person she wanted to forget, but it does not impact her at all. At all. Right. And another thing I want to bring out to your attention, all the viewers, right? All my viewers right now of this video, that when you leave someone, when you leave someone on a bad note, right? We always keep thinking negative about that person. We keep passing the negative energy to the other person, right? So at the energy level, we are all one. So when you are radiating negative energy to somebody, that will come to you as well, because at the energy level we are one. So that's why whenever you think negative about someone, you cannot feel positive. You yourself get into the negativity. That is why it's important to disconnect with that someone you want to stop thinking about at the energy level, right? So now I am going to share the technique with you that works every time with everybody, provided you do it with faith and trust. Are you ready? Are you ready to know what that technique is? What is that formula that I want to tell you to stop thinking about someone, forget someone you love, or maybe not love, even if it's any other relationship, you will be able to forget that person following this technique. All right, so here you go. All you need to do is every day for the next 11 days, you got to do this activity. This technique is called cord cutting technique. I repeat, cord cutting technique. Like you have a cord, you are cutting it. Okay. All you need to do is when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you're going to do after whatever rituals you do in the morning, you will close your eyes. Imagine that person, literally imagine that person connected with you with a thread, like you and that person is connected with a thread. You got to think, imagine. Okay, close your eyes, and you got to literally virtually cut that cord, cut that thread. Okay, now when you cut that thread, you got to say that go with love, grow with love. So you do not want to end on a negative note. You don't want to radiate that negative energy so that you are not impacted at the energy level, right? So I repeat 11 times for 11 days. You will close your eyes every day. Imagine that person, connect the person you want to forget or you want to stop thinking about. Think of that person connected with the help of a thread. You will cut this and say go with love, grow with love, grow with love, grow with love, go with love, grow with love, go with love, grow with love, go with love, grow with love. Okay, and you will just do this connection for 11 times in a day for the next 11 days, and you will see some amazing powerful results. You will realize that the energy level, your connection with the person is fading away. You would stop thinking, eventually you will stop thinking about the person. And if your bond connection was more strong, and if you still feel after 11 days you need to disconnect more at the energy level, continue to do this activity until you stop getting impacted by the thoughts of that person. Okay, it's a very powerful technique. And in fact, you do this every day, but the moment, whenever throughout the day, you are impacted maybe with his or her message, with his or her image, maybe an Instagram post or a Facebook post, just do this instantly. Close your eyes, imagine a person connected with you with a thread, cut the cord and say, go with love, grow with love, and have a smile on your face. While you're doing this, you will actually feel at the energy level you are disconnecting with someone. Plus, you yourself will feel much, much better, right? So this is called a cord cutting technique. I am very sure it's going to bring amazing results with you. And that is the whole reason I have started this series of No Negativity November, because I want to ensure, I want to add value to your lives and ensure that you bring the positive vibrations in you, and that will eventually attract everything positive in your life, right? So I want to keep my videos short and crisp. Unless you have any questions, please Feel free to drop in the comment section how you find this video, how you found this video, if you followed the technique, if it worked for you or not. Please do share your comments, your results, and do let me know if you want me to cover any particular topic. I'll be more than happy to pick that topic and come up with another video live stream on it. Like I picked this topic, which was demanded by a lot of people personally: how to stop thinking about someone, forget someone you love. Here you go with that video live stream with you, right? So see you on Tuesday at 8 p.m. with another topic to ensure that this November there is no negativity, so that we can call this November a no negativity November, right? Do this activity and drop it in the comment section if it worked for you or not. And if it worked for you, how did you feel, right? See you, good night, and see you on Tuesday. Bye bye.